900 people are dead. Children, families, an entire community gone in a single night. No war, no invasion, no gunfire from the outside. So here's the question that should make you uncomfortable. How do you convince 900 people to willingly drink poison? How does a pastor turn faith into a weapon? Why did no one run when there was still time? And why did some parents poison their own children first? This didn't start with death. It started with hope, with promises of equality, safety, and a better world. Before the poison, there was trust. Before the trust, there was fear. Before the fear, there was one man who understood something terrifying about human loyalty. To understand how 900 people died in one day, we have to go back to the moment they first believed him. And follow, step by step, how belief slowly became obedience, and obedience became death. Jim Jones didn't begin as a monster. He began as a solution. In the 1950s and 60s, America was divided by race, poverty, and fear. Churches were segregated, power was unequal, and Jim Jones stood on a stage promising something radical for the time: unity. Black and white together, rich and poor equal, a community where no one would be abandoned. People didn't follow him because he was evil. They followed him because he sounded right. His church fed the hungry, housed the poor, took in addicts, ex-convicts, people society had already thrown away. For many, Jim Jones wasn't just a pastor. He was proof that someone finally cared. But slowly, almost invisibly, the tone changed. Jones didn't just preach faith. He preached loyalty. He didn't just offer guidance. He demanded obedience. Critics, he said, were enemies. Doubters were traitors. The outside world was dangerous, racist, corrupt, and out to destroy them. And fear is a powerful glue. By the time followers noticed something was wrong, their entire lives were already inside the church. Their money, their homes, their families. Leaving didn't just mean walking away from a belief. It meant losing everything. Then came the move. Jones told them America was no longer safe, that the government was watching, that fascism was coming. And he had the answer: a remote settlement in Guyana, a socialist paradise in the jungle, a place where they could finally live free. They called it Jonestown. What they found wasn't paradise. It was isolation, deep jungle, one road in, one road out, armed guards, long workdays, loudspeakers blasting Jim Jones' voice day and night, sleep deprivation, public punishments, confessions forced in front of the group. And still, people stayed. Because by now, Jones controlled information. He controlled food. He controlled safety. And most importantly, he controlled reality. He told them the outside world hated them, that if they tried to leave, they would be captured, tortured, or killed. He staged fake emergencies, fake assassinations, fake threats. He rehearsed death itself. They were called White Nights. Jones would wake the camp in the middle of the night and announce that enemies were coming, that soldiers were on the way, that the end was near. Then he would offer a choice: surrender or die together with dignity. Sometimes it was a test. Sometimes it was fake poison. And every time people lined up, each rehearsal made the next one easier. Fear turned into routine. The unthinkable became familiar. By 1978, the pressure was cracking. Families wanted to leave. Whistleblowers spoke out. And finally, a U.S. congressman flew to Jonestown to investigate. For the first time, the illusion was threatened. Some members secretly passed notes asking for help. Jones knew it was over. The control was slipping. And when cult leaders lose control, they don't let go quietly. As the congressman's group prepared to leave, gunmen loyal to Jones opened fire at the airstrip. The visitors were killed. Any chance of escape died with them. Back in Jonestown, Jones gathered everyone. This time, it wasn't a rehearsal. He told them the attack guaranteed retaliation, that U.S. forces would arrive, that their children would be tortured, that their enemies would show no mercy. And then he said the words that sealed everything. This is not suicide, he told them. It's revolutionary. Poison was prepared. Parents were told to give it to their children first. Some hesitated, some cried, some resisted. But resistance inside Jonestown no longer looked like escape. It looked like betrayal, like condemning your own family to a worse fate. And one by one, the line moved forward. Not everyone went willingly. But by then, it didn't matter. In a single day, over 900 people were dead. Jim Jones didn't kill them with a gun. He killed them with time, with isolation, with fear, with loyalty slowly twisted into a weapon. And that's the part that should haunt us. Because Jonestown didn't happen overnight. It didn't start with poison. It started with trust. It started with a man telling people exactly what they wanted to hear. Then slowly narrowing their world until there was nowhere left to stand but beside him. The lesson isn't that these people were weak. It's that they were human. And when belief replaces questioning, when loyalty replaces truth, when fear replaces choice, even the unthinkable can feel inevitable. And that is how one man convinced 900 people to die.